Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius July 5, 2022. Others can bring delightful surprises to your life today. A Venus-Uranus alignment today helps you detach from a situation long enough to see that, right now, routine, more than change, is the enemy. You attract others through your ideas or communication style. You are ready to start fresh, turn a corner, try new things, and approach your relationships and pet projects differently. It can be a great time to develop an inspired idea or compelling new interest. Pleasant surprises can emerge from short trips, errands, communications, or learning pursuits. This can be a time for getting the word out, or there can be sudden interests that lead you along a new path, motivating you. You might get the chance to open up a dialogue with someone special. Check your email and direct messages on Instagram. Today's astro weather epitomizes the word shock, but more specifically when it comes to matters of love, romance, and value systems. For instance, whether you're crushing, single, or already romantically involved, surprising messages could sound off your inbox unless it's a very unexpected text from someone you fancy. Others of you could have a run-in that blows your mind, or perhaps even a sudden change of heart. Again, your best bet is to release all expectations, because you never know what you're going to get with rebellious Uranus. In fact, the more eccentric, the more likely it is to occur. New ideas, perspectives, and opinions will be popping up throughout your day as Venus conjuncts Uranus in Taurus. This could be an especially revealing day as the conjunction could spur a different perspective of your work. You and your confidants could have a conversation that completely changes the way you view something about your job. These new insights could give you a greater understanding of your interpersonal workplace dynamics as well as what your colleagues are considering as you all move forward with your obligations. You might even become privy to some secrets today. While the sun's return to your income sector tomorrow will turn the solar spotlight onto your income situation, matters, and options, in his last full day on his own here and in retrograde motion, Mercury is encouraging you to pause. Due to spend the next few days aligned with the sun before retrograding back out, Mercury offers a chance to first stay in the moment while giving you access to a smart head for money and 20/20's hindsight. Your energy is quite infectious. In private, you finally get around to tackling projects you'd put off for a long time and your family is really pleased. Should you want to make some changes in the house or renovate it, this is an ideal time. Your ideas will be met with approval and others will be pleased to help out. Invite your friends, have a renovation party and spend time with your loved ones. A blast from the past, maybe an ex, is going to shake you up a bit today. It might be just a friendly email, or it might be a sighting out and about, but your heart is going to skip a beat. Give way to your feelings, get out and about, socialize and survey the scene. Your open-minded nature make this as an ideal opportunity to be adventurous, to discover new places and people. Don't allow yourself to be distracted from following your dreams, or you'll only be left feeling frustrated and uncertain. The celestial energy today is favorable, full of playfulness and vulnerability in the right relationships. You may not find you can express yourself in words, but today's aspect allows you to show your feelings through gesture and movement, hugs and kisses. To feel this energy ever more deeply, be sure to follow your exercise regimen. Don't skimp on the aerobic exercise. Sending oxygen to your muscles will make you feel warm and happy all over. If there has been anything on the home front that has been troubling you, the essence of today's vibration may well bring solutions you haven't thought of before. Perhaps a better system is needed, or maybe a different form of communication can help. Whatever the case, do some investigating into the problem. Someone, somewhere has undoubtedly encountered the same situation, and may have the answers in the form of a book or website. Mercury and Mars are both on the move today, but in both cases, they leave behind planets that will continue what they began. It begins with Mars' departure from a fun, playful, romantic and creatively charged part of your chart and return to your work sector to begin what could be the busiest 7 weeks of the year. However, with Jupiter staying on, this will guard against life becoming all work and no play. At the same time, while Mercury will leave your relationships sector to focus more on money matters, this will leave things in the safe hands of Venus, the planet of love. After 6 weeks of firing up your romantic passions and fighting spirit Mars, the planet of passion and the warrior planet of the cosmos finally leaves your romantic sector today. It is just minutes later that Mercury, the planet of communication, will leave your relationship sector, having spent the last 2 months working to get the communication lines open. In both cases, planets are staying on to continue what they began. Our eyes in the sky. Smart Mercury has been steadily moving forward in grounded Taurus lately, and its Earth trine to Pluto in career-boosting Saturn today can be just the push you need to step up to the plate and make things happen. Your job, or anything having to do with major responsibilities, including family and/or education, is at the forefront of this cosmic interaction, encouraging you to grab the lead and take the steps necessary to advance to the next level. If you're in a leadership role where it's up to you to make major decisions, be sure to consider all of the options, including the ones that are good for the group and not just your own personal success. Details are just as important as the overall picture. Your brainpower is impressive during this masterful trine, but remember that asking for advice or favors from people who are in key positions to help you isn't a sign of weakness. Quite the opposite, in fact. Mid-afternoon, Venus aligns with Uranus in Taurus, offering surprises in love and money. Although both planets are gliding through stable Taurian terrain, Uranus shakes us out of complacency and suggests we examine matters of the heart in evolutionary language. How are our relationships serving to develop our consciousness? If we are not lit up in love, we might now look for excitement elsewhere. Alternatively, we might be on the receiving end of another's sudden desire for change. This can be an influence for breakups, but not if a partnership is on solid footing. A union that begins under this influence may not last long, but we can learn a great deal from the engagement. Since Venus also rules money, we might also make risky investments at this time. The potential for both gains and losses is inherent in this transit, so only gamble with resources that you can afford to lose. In the evening, the Scorpio moon opposes Uranus, making us impulsive. A battle between intuition and instinct prompts us to grab for power. However, Uranus' influence prevents us from getting a firm grip, causing us to feel impotent. The more we try to assert dominance, the more the universe affirms that we are not in the driver's seat. Psychological revelations occur which are hard to process in the immediate. It may be some time before we can give proper context to our emotions, but we will be better for this confrontation.